Welcome back. I'm sure we're all excited to find out how well our team, GB, will do in the Paralympics. How we will do on the medal table. And what medals our Paralympians will achieve compared to Rio 2016, London 2012. And let's face it, compared to the able-bodied athletes. But before we start, let's look at the current Olympic table for the able-bodied athletes in Tokyo. So far, we have a gold medal from the wonderful Tom Daley in the 10-metre synchro dive, a gold medal in the women's BMX by Bethany Shriver and team, a gold in the 100-metre butterfly by Adam Peaty, and we also have Duncan Scott, silver, in the same event. Not too bad so far, is it? At this point, let's discuss about the classification system. Our Paralympic athletes have to follow. There's been occasional debates regarding transgender entry issues, and although they are still evolving, the Olympic Committee are currently debating this. Classification is a more complex cornerstone in the Paralympics, since athletes are dependent on different degrees of impairment. According to the International Paralympic Committee, the classifications are designed to minimize the impact of impairment during performances and must be sport-specific, thus ensuring athletes are classified before competing. This is important to guarantee the fairness of the competition. So, how does it work exactly? An athlete eligible to participate in parasports must have an underlying health condition that leads to a permanent eligible impairment. And currently there are 10 classification groups, and here are the classification groups. Firstly, impaired muscle power, including spinal cord injury, spina bifida, paraplegia, muscular dystrophy, and post-polio syndrome. And then we have impaired passive range of movement, arthrogryposis, chronic joint immobilization, or trauma affecting the joints. We also have limb deficiency. For example, amputation and limb difference from birth. We have leg length difference as a result of disturbance of limb growth or the result of injury. Short stature, growth hormone dysfunction, achondroplasia, osteogenesis imperfecta, next, hypertonia. This group includes cerebral palsy, traumatic brain injury, and stroke. Ataxia, which includes the same group as hypertonia, but includes multiple sclerosis sufferers. Next is athetosis, which includes cerebral palsy, brain injury, and stroke. Group 9 is visual impairment, which includes retinitis pigmentosa and diabetic retinopathy. And finally, the intellectual impairment, which is where learning difficulties come in, such as ADHD, Asperger's syndrome, and this impairment has to have been present before the athlete reached the age of 18. Phew, a lot to remember, but and understand, and when we watch these wonderful athletes, you hopefully will have an understanding of difficulties they are experiencing as they compete. Well, thanks for watching this whirlwind tour of the classification categories for para-athletes. Hope you enjoyed it. Just a reminder that you can watch anytime on my Alison's G Disability Sports channel on YouTube or on Ayrshire Film Company's social media accounts. By the way, the next video I will interview will be the judo champion Ross Carswell. So watch this space.